What's up, YouTube? Devom Diggity here, and we are finally back with another One Piece video. Guys, I have been slacking. Last week, granted, I was out of town. But honestly, guys, I just feel like I've been feeling a little bit of burnout on the game. Um, and it's been kind of nice just having like a nice like 2 week reset where I didn't really touch the game. Um, didn't really buy anything. Didn't really look at prices. Wasn't like checking Discord every day. Wasn't really playing that much on the sim, and I don't know if it was just burnout because I played so much of OPO5. If I just wasn't really vibing with this set and the matchups. Um, I don't really have a good reason of why, but I just feel like I was feeling the burnout on the game, and I just took a step back, and now we're back this weekend. I'm going to a regional in Arlington, so I started prepping yesterday. Well, I've played a little bit here and there, like not like I was before. But this week, putting our pedal to the metal, head down, just grinding um, all week basically to get ready for the regional. And we're just to talk about the market here because some stuff has changed, some stuff is settled. But honestly, it's looking like it might be a nice time to start buying some cards. It looks like it might be start buying some cards. But of course, guys, we are going to be talking about a lot of the alternate art versions of cards. The regular cards are still pretty cheap and affordable for you guys to buy. We will point out if they are the normal version that is kind of expensive. And don't forget, take care of yourself first. There's always time to spend money on cardboard. So let's get right into it. First of all, OPO6. So Manga Zoro has kind of gone down. Um, Definitely been going down since more and more OPO6 is getting released out into the wild. If you guys saw our video, we did pull one of these Zoro, and actually this weekend we went to Collecticon and I actually dropped it off to get graded, as well as our Manga Soga King. So we'll be doing a update video on those as we get more information. But I did submit those two cards to get graded, so let's see hopefully what they get. Looking down here, the leaders. All the leaders have been pretty much sitting around the same. I mean, they've dropped a bit, but they're all sitting around the $120 mark. Basically, you could see these guys going for. I mean, they're like 115, 110, but around 120, you could basically see them going for. I did pick up a copy of Moria this weekend. Actually, he's right here. You guys go. Did pick up a copy of Moria because honestly, if you guys have been looking at tournament results, the top two decks, which I was even thinking of playing way back when the set first started out, it's either Katakuri or Moria. So it's either do I want to play the casino or do I want to play Moria? Um, that's basically what we're looking at here for Arlington coming up. So I decided to bling out my Moria lead in case I decide to go with that deck. The treasure rare has tanked. A lot of people saw this coming. People who sold this on opening weekend for $400, props to you. You guys have made a hell of a deal because now it's sitting down here at $82. Basically worth the same as a Reiju alt or Onami, basically, because people did not like this card. And I feel like it was just way too easy to pull. I feel like a lot of people were pulling it, which really just crashed the value on that card. And the artwork, of course. We can talk about the artwork. Alt Art Moria, not a lot of on the market. It makes sense. I mean, that's to be the theme. Most of the expensive cards are gonna be for either Moria or Katakuri, and maybe Sakazuki here and there. But though these two decks have really taken off in the meta of just being like the top two contenders of what people are playing. I guess a lot of people are preferring Moria over Sakazuki just because it's something new, it's something fresh. They've been playing Sakazuki so long, and they know that it's eventually getting banned, so they might always want to put in practice with Moria. But people are still playing the stage build of Sakazuki. I've been seeing that pop up here and there, doing well at tournaments still. So that deck is never out of it. But yeah, a lot of people also just really like a yellow this set. Onami's still holding that price. People have been running in Katakuri. And we could definitely say that Katakuri is definitely the best yellow deck this set over Enel. Katakuri is just popping up everywhere, doing really well. The SPs, I haven't really seen many people talk about the SPs. I guess because there's not really that meta relevant. The only one really is being the 10 drop Linlin up here because Katakuri, of course, and people blinging out with that. But other than that, the other SPs really haven't seen much from them. Um, and the Sanji is still sitting up here. Red Blue Marco hype still sitting up here. And Absalom as well, $30 for the alt. It's a 4 of in Gecko, so makes sense. Uta 45, nothing crazy. Hody Jones still sitting down here, cheapest alt art. I mean, if you want it for your collection, $30, that's not bad. I'm probably gonna pick it up for that price as well. It's almost as much as the alt art character. Yamato's been doing all right, I would say. I see some pop up here or there, but it just doesn't seem like the dominant force that people maybe thought it was. There's definitely like a lot of people are really hyped on the leader. And the leader's still really expensive, really cool card, but I just don't see the deck really performing as well as we would have thought. Reiju has been sneaky in there as well. This card's still been sitting around $15. If you guys just need to finish your playset, just buy it at this price. It doesn't look like it's going down anytime soon. I need to pick up 2 more. I just didn't pick them up because I wasn't planning on playing it this weekend. Same with Gecko. I picked up all 4 of mine for 18 apiece because I did not see it going down anytime soon. And plus for the tournament this upcoming weekend, I thought I would just go ahead and pick it up there. So I bought mine for $18 a piece. I thought that was a fair price. The card is absolutely insane. Of course, regular Hiyori. Some people are also playing this in category. Going for $11-12 there, so that makes sense. It's a really good card. It's probably only going to get better with yellow over time. And yeah, Peronas as well. Luckily I pulled 3 of these, so I only had to buy 1. I got it for $5. My last Perona to finish out the playset for Gecko Moria there as well. So honestly, I think the prices right now are honestly pretty fair. I haven't seen anything that's like crazy expensive. We'll talk about the yellow stuff, but even the yellow stuff didn't feel that crazy expensive to me because I already had so many of the pieces picking it up earlier. So that's why I feel like the market is. I feel like the market is kind of in a pretty good place right now. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you like the market right now? How it's looking? And of course, all the comments and stuff down here are really cheap. We don't need to talk about these. We can go to set 5 though, because set 5 I want to talk about. If you guys need your alt art leaders from set 5, like, now's a great time. NL 85, Luffy and Sakazuki, both falling off a cliff, sitting at like $50 a piece. You got Betty, Sabo, like $30 a piece, and Rosinante, the last one I need to get, sitting at $25. If you guys need to pick up your leaders for OPL5, I would just grab them. The price is just, like I said, the market I feel like is really is solid right now. A lot of cards have been dropping, and you can pick up some of your alt art versions for pretty cheap, like what, $9 for a Borsalino, $10 for X Drake. Secret Luffy still $10. I mean, that makes sense. It's a Luffy and it's a secret rare. $10. That's still pretty good. Kaido down here sitting at $3 a copy. Kid as well. Anything set 5, honestly, like if you guys don't have your play sets for set 5, I'd probably just pick it up. It's really cheap. Lucci $2, Rush NL $1, Satori 75 cents. Like Borsalino, guys, is 30 cents. It's just absolutely crazy. But set 5 is super affordable unless you're going for like the mangas and stuff. But all the playable cards, like, cheap. Recommend just picking them up. Finish your play sets. Get your collection going. Set 4 as well. Some stuff is still like Yamato, Sanji, of course, playing a yellow. Sabo, a big proponent in Gecko right here. Rebecca, I actually picked her up as well this weekend. I got her for $50, and I was pretty happy because no one else. I only found one place that was selling it or that even checked the market and saw she was 56, and they're like, we said we'd go 50 on it, and I was like, 50? Sure, I'll buy it. Because everywhere else they had it still at like 65, just $70, and I was like, that's just not even close to market. But these guys said they had it for 50. I was like, sure, I'll pick up my Rebecca for my collection. Why not? But yeah, these leaders super cheap too. Crocodile 35, Doflamingo 38, Queen 23, Isho 18. Definitely a good time to buy some of these alt art leaders if you need them for your collection. Regular Sabo, still sitting around 15. Makes sense. It's basically becoming a 4 of kind of in Gecko. And Sakazuki, people are trying to squeeze like 3 Sabos, 4 Sabos in here just for to help counter the yellow. You need to have multiple blockers on the board because there's an Amaru you to death basically. and all the KO triggers. So Sabo, really good to have there as well. This stuff down here, regular Sanji, still sitting at $7 to $8. We've known this for Katakuri a while. Rosinante is the Bonnie hype has finally gone down. He's back down to $8. You might want to pick him up if you plan on playing Bonnie right now, because it seems like he's kind of like gotten to the forgotten pile. OPO7's done. We're already looking at OPO8 stuff. Red Blue Marco, King, all this stuff. So you might want to pick up a couple copies for your Bonnie deck. I'll probably be doing that as well. Regular Yamato as well, still sitting down here at $5. And Dofi as well, sitting down here is $5 too. You might want to pick up these guys if you don't have them, because this is a good card to have. And Rebecca hasn't really seen too much hype, but I know some people are kind of hyped on Rebecca. You might want to bling out your Kairos, pretty cheap. Just throwing that out there. Capone as well. Beige card is always just going to be broken in yellow. $2 a pop. Pretty standard. All this stuff down here as well. If you don't have your playsets, you might as well just finish it out for like what? Probably $3 to $4 to finish a playset of all these guys. I would just go ahead and do it as well. I think I need to finish Luffy. I have Pell, I have Croc, I have Kaido. I think I just need to finish Luffy, and I might need one more sugar. But that really does it for OPO4. Like I said, guys, the market seems like in a really good place. Stuff is not that expensive unless you're playing yellow, as we're about to get into right now with set 3. Soga King, again, like I said, I submitted it. It's a fly. Katakuri, though, is expensive. Still the most expensive leader, sitting at $240. That's honestly a pretty good price. At the card show this weekend, I saw one for $235. I saw one for $255, and one for $275. So the price is pretty crazy. But I almost pulled the trigger. But I was like, I don't. It's like Katakuri is good, but I just didn't feel like dropping that much money on that leader. So I passed on it. So if I play Katakuri, I won't have my full art lead. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's see. Nami still been sitting around the same. The wanted poster stuff still. Regular cat dropped back down to 57. I know, because a lot of Katakuri lists I've seen aren't really running this guy, or they're maybe running it as a one of. I mean, sure, this guy could get really popular again. His price skyrockets again. But, you know, if you're thinking about picking it up, I don't know if he'll trend down too much more. I'll have to just wait and see. But, I mean, that's what I did last time. I waited. I was like, maybe he'll get back down to 50. He never did. Shot back up to 70. Stayed up there. So, 57, around 55, maybe I'll start picking it up. Maybe start picking up a few copies here and there. But he's just not really on my radar right now until I know I'm going to need him again, and then he's going to be too expensive. But that's just how I've always felt about this card. I've just been so hesitant to pull the trigger. But eventually I'll get there. I'll just do it. But not right now. Parasparrow alt as well, $50. This card is crazy. We'll show you the regulars. Shot up. Marco, of course, the red blue Marco hype like we were talking about. Cracker as well. Has gone up the alt art price. Same with Big Mom. I remember this card was sitting at like $23 for the longest. Now it's up to like $35. And that's just a factor of this card being so good in yellow, and yellow doing really well. In this e-show as well, a lot of people are talking about that e-show for set 8. You might want to pick up your play sets if you don't have it already. We'll look at the regular one, because the regular one is pretty cheap, I think, still. Same with the Spin and Kaku stuff. Of course, Lucci, we've been talking about that. Regular Cracker still at 14. Ten Mom has definitely gone up. She was at $5 for the longest, but now she's doubled in price, almost at the $13 mark, 12, 13. I picked up 2 copies for $12 just because I need to finish my playset for the tournament. I don't know how much higher she'll go. I don't know if she'll dip, but I thought $12 was a fair price. Parasparrow for 9. Like I said, I was so glad I bought these a while ago when they were like $2.50 a piece, $3. Because now he's a $9 card. Because yellow is just doing so well. And yep, eShow already barely any listings left. Like I said, the OPO 8 hype with this guy, pretty crazy. Hopefully that stuff will start getting released and his price will drop down and I'll pick it up. But if you guys still see these for cheap anywhere, I would definitely go ahead and buy it, because a lot of people are saying like you need that card for some decks in OPO8. It's just such a good card. So definitely keep your eyes on that. Kaya, we've been talking about, still sitting around that $3 to $4 mark, even with the tournament pack printing and all of that. Poly, all this stuff down here is still pretty cheap, and that's really it for OPO3. Yeah, and there's your regular buggies if you don't want to buy the SP for 25 cents. Um, just throwing that out there. Let's go take a look at Paramount War now. Paramount War, again, guys, these leaders pretty cheap down here for OPO2, $70 a piece. Beside Whitebeard is still at 120. That's still pretty cheap too. The sealed box has definitely gone up in price, but the leader 50 for Ivankov, 39 for Zev, 52 for Kinemon. If you guys need these leaders for your collection, I definitely would say now's the time. Now's a good time to buy your leaders. They seem like they're all dropping in price, and they're all pretty affordable, especially for these guys being set 2. The only set I think the leaders are still pretty expensive is set 1, which we'll look at in a second. But don't count out your leaders. Of course, Kuzan, Borsalino, still really expensive. Sakazuki, Gecko, they're both playing them. Regular Kuzan back up to $20. Regular Borsalino back under 50. But still kind of expensive. It was really still sitting around 50, but he was at like 60 at one point. So regular Borsalino for 50. Not the worst. I still need one more to complete my playset, but luckily a lot of decks just played 3, so I'm able to get away with 3. Marco as well, Alt-Art, we talked about it. Red, blue, Marco coming out. Down here, what we got? Magellan Alt, Newgate still at 16. Ice Age at $5 a piece. Holy! Oh, that's pre-release. That's pre-release. I was like, there's no way the regular version is that expensive. It's pre-release. False alarm. I was shook for a second there. But regular Secret Kuzan at 17. Ace as well, creeping back up in price up to that $10 mark. Pre-release Moby Dick. What's the regular Ice as pre-release Suru? Why are all these pre-release cards on here? I didn't think that. Okay, regular Suru is still around $3. Not the worst. I picked up my playset a couple weeks ago for around that. I think it was like $2 a piece. Okay, yeah, regular Ice Age $2. Whew. That's still kind of expensive, honestly. It was $3, yeah. Yeah, $3 for Ice Age. Because of that Gecko tax, guys. It's a 4 of, basically, in that deck. 3 to 4 of, so. And Sakazuki still runs it, so. I mean, $3 a copy isn't the worst. I still need to pick these up. Unfortunately, hopefully my friend will let me borrow his, because I couldn't find any at the card show this week. One Piece was so hard to find this weekend at Collecticon in Houston, guys. There's like 5 booths that maybe had a decent selection of One Piece. Other than that, like it was scarce out there. It was so crazy. Odin as well, $1 for you red green Odin players coming in. EBO1. I know I'm gonna probably build the deck for fun. But we'll wrap it up here just looking at Romance Dawn. These leaders are the only leaders that haven't really dropped that much. I mean, King and Odin are kind of back down to where they were back in this like $50 to $70 range. So if you guys want to pick those up for your collection, Crocodile as well has dropped to like only 110, and Kaido, these guys have both dropped as well. These 4 up here though haven't really gone anywhere. And they're probably still going to just sit up here. I mean, they've definitely dropped from where they were at. But still expensive compared to everything else. But yeah, Law still sitting at 70, dropped like $10. Kid still sitting up here, pretty expensive. Regular Kid has dropped a lot. This guy was at like $40 for the longest, but he's like 35 now. Let me see Low's verified. Lowe's verified like 35, so he's dropped a bit. He's dropped like $5, which is good if you guys still need to pick up your kids. Yamato as well. I still need to pick up those. $35 is not a bad price for that secret rare. Probably we'll just pull the trigger on that. Regular Law still at 17. Mihawk at 12. Izo, he's still at $4. Otama's $5. same. Always going to be a good red staple there. Same with Radical Beam. Kaido, I know, has gone up a bit. Some people are hyped on this guy for in the new King deck, so we'll have to wait and see where that goes. Might want to pick up your copies if you don't already have them. But I think that's really it, guys. Yeah, I think that's a wrap up this video. If I missed any card or any card you guys wanted to see me talk about, let me know down in the comment section below. It'll probably go in tomorrow's video or the day after. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. It really helps me out. And we did hit 360 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys' support. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to now 370. You're trying to climb up that ladder up to 400. Appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, YouTube, we'll see you later.